All right, we're talking about the 2020 NFL Draft here with former Alabama player Mac Hereford, and we're on this wide receiver train right now. You know about the wide receivers. Henry Ruggs III, he's a stud, big play athlete, he's explosive. Pretty much every time he touches the ball, he makes a big play. What do you love about him and his abilities as a football player and a receiver?
Yeah, I can remember when he came in, or maybe it was his freshman year or sophomore year, we started to call him like 5 for 5 because he had 5 catches, 5 touchdowns. But he just has, he can jump, he can run, he can do everything, but it's at the top ability. You don't see guys like that. You see a guy who's really fast but can't jump high. Specifically, I remember back in the Auburn game my junior year, he made a leap and caught the ball behind him, super high, and I'm just like, how is this possible? So he just makes plays like that all the time, and he's just kind of, in my eyes, maybe a little underrated too. Just so good and just quiet, and humble. So definitely a good player.
So obviously he's a first-round draft pick, projected to be a first-round draft pick. Certainly a high stock for him as he goes out after his junior season. Where have you seen him really evolve and kind of take the next step? As you said, maybe a little bit underrated, but we've certainly seen him kind of evolve as a player from his freshman, sophomore, and junior year.
Yeah, I would say he does a good job of listening, taking in. We've had multiple different wide receiver coaches, each coach with a different style or technique, and Ruggs has been able to really, take a little piece of each of their coaching advice and, put it to use, as well as just continue to work really hard on and off the field. It's definitely something I see him in. His just work ethic, like most of the guys, is really good.
So obviously that makes him valuable at the next level as well as the GMs and those guys evaluate him, for the NFL draft. And so one thing that kind of stands out to me, especially about speedy guys like Henry Ruggs, is there's so much competition in your locker room. Like we don't always get to see it, but we hear about it. So Jeff Allen has his hands full with that catapult system and measuring all these things. Henry Ruggs, definitely one of those guys and probably one of the fastest on the team here in recent years, right?
Yes, I think the fastest. He and Waddle raced the other day, and he beat Waddle it was really close.
Did
but
he really?
Beat Waddle, so
because there's always controversy between who's faster.
No, they all love it. They all talk about it in the locker room, and the DBs. We've actually had a couple races with the DBs before, and it's gotten really heated because they think they're faster than the wide receivers. But I think Ruggs has always come out on top.
What about you?
Let's not talk about my seat.
It's okay.